This reading is titled, Blows. She sought cover, like usual, in the bedroom. He hastily followed her there again. Falling to the bed in front of a forward shove, he leaned into her. Snatching her hair, she spiraled onto the floor. Timidly, she became a kitten, as if she meowed for help, but no one came. Instead, he pounced onto her like a Leo ready to dine after a day's fast. Slinging mighty fists into her soft flesh, she was now a rag doll. Bodily fluids that preserved life freely flowed from capillaries that were meant to keep them safe. It was like a Picasso in rage, painting the walls with his burgundy reds as her blood sprayed them beautifully, artistically, with each historical blow leaving its footprint in those who would become behind well after the main event, after it was far too late. Near protruding, her eyes caught the blows. Blows that came as far back as last year's argument, when she forgot to cook his favorite dish. From last month's debate, when she was supposed to use liquid softener instead of dryer sheets. Go figure. Feeling like the walls of Jericho were tumbling down upon her, she could only absorb the pain. Luckily, the floor was beneath her to cushion the blows. Cushion the blows? He pounded her right temple until the left one faced him. As the left one met his gaze, he pulverized this one too, until his knuckles were raw. She knew not any longer if she would live through it, her only safety net. She thought of their 5-year-old daughter, 2 rooms down. She thought if she didn't scream out, perhaps she wouldn't awaken her, so silently she accepted her pummeling. After being told repeatedly, this notion was all she had left. It was what she deserved. What she deserved? Not even drunken, no excuse, except to have thrived from a childhood of much practice where he learned his best moves. His pop was his best teacher. A regular Sugar Ray Leonard, a medieval Mike Tyson, a modern-day Mayweather. Now in a ring, way too puffy-chested for that. Hombre a hombre, much too smart for that. His medicine was far too much bitter. So to prove he was boss, he would teach her a lesson, wherever and whenever, and however he saw fit. He would remind her that he was the man, that he would make sure she realized it hurt him the most, for he would always follow up with how much he loved her, and she fell for it every time. Every time? But this would be the last time. Never again would he have the chance to make her feel guilty for his pain, the pain that stemmed from the punishment that even he didn't deserve, just as a lad, but his dad thought otherwise because his dad had taught him what his dad had taught him. And the beat goes on and on and on. But tonight would be different because their daughter would enter the room, rubbing her big, beautiful brown eyes with both hands, her pink Hello Kitty nightgown, and her fluffy kitten house shoes, her little afro puffs puffy. She would enter the room right on time. She would see her daddy use his bare hands around the precious stem that transported life, her mother's neck, and twisted with such a force that it appeared her mother was quickly turning to greet her as she was making her grand entrance. Blows.